Yo, what's cracking, y'all? I'm Christian Brown. Welcome to the channel. Last week I did a video showing you all the before and after footage of my Canon Eos M, and this week I'm going to show you all how I actually color graded that footage. Now, please stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to show you all where you can get some free Luts. Actually, I'm going to show you all where you can get the Luts that I use on all my videos, my Canon Eos M videos, and also all the rest of my videos on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Let's get straight to it. All right, now, so the first thing you all are going to want to do is to import your footage into the MLV app. So this is just a quick test footage I just took just now, just so that I can show you all how to color grade. So as you see, once you first import your footage inside the MLV app, they already have like some kind of conversion to the footage you put in there. And usually I don't use that. Well, not usually, but always. I never use that. I always go over here to the side panel and then scroll all the way down to the Bayer algorithm. Oh no, I'm lying. Not that. I scroll all the way down to profiles, and then I select a preset, and the preset I always use is Sony S-Log3. As you can see, the profile and just the colors and everything are much flatter. Now for some of y'all may not understand why it looks like this. It gives you more range to color grade and adjust the colors and everything without having ugly things happen to your image. Now, so after I usually convert the footage to S-Log3, just depending on how it looks, I may or may not change the exposure. So if I underexpose, then I'll raise the exposure. If it's too much, then I'll lower the exposure, as you can see. But I think for this one, it may be just a little bit underexposed, maybe. So I may just raise it just a tad bit. I think that's good right there. Yeah. And as y'all can see, like I have the Back to the Future little setup. Yo, if y'all want to buy that, I'll have it linked in my description, along with all the rest of my camera gear, EOS M gear. And I will get a small commission based off of that, but no further expense to you. Oh, and also, in order to get the best out of your footage and get the best colors and everything, the best thing to do is to expose properly when you're shooting in camera. And for those who aren't familiar or want to learn how to, like, I have a whole video talking about my settings and my workflow, and I'll have that link down in the description to that video so you can see how I expose in my settings and everything. So I'm just playing back the footage right now just to see how it looks overall. I think that's a pretty good exposure. And for what I do, I usually export my footage from MLV app, and then I import it into Final Cut Pro, and then that's where I usually do the majority of my color grading. But for those who don't want to go through all those steps, whether it's exporting and importing to DaVinci, Final Cut, or Adobe Premiere, there is a way where you can actually color correct and color grade within MLV app. And I'll just do like just a short little tutorial real quick. I may do a longer video on this, but I really don't ever use this because you really don't have that much control over your colors. But just this is pretty good, like if you just want to get like some quick footage, throw a LUT on there, and then be done with it. So what you want to do is scroll down to LUT, click enable LUT, and you will click this folder right here. And this is where you'll search for wherever you have your LUT set up, like on your desktop or on your laptop or your hard drive. Here, open, and boom. Matter of fact, that's not bad at all. And also, like in here, you can adjust like the strength of the LUT that you put on there. So let's just play it back a little bit. Yeah, it's not too bad. So that's with it on, that's with it off, on, off, on, off. Yeah, so that's good just for like a basic color correction. But the only thing is that within MLV app, just from my knowledge, I don't think you can add multiple LUTs. Like you can only add one on there. So that's the only downside. And me, I usually add like multiple LUTs and change the intensity of each one so that I can get the right color that I want. But I'm not going to do that today, so I'm going to turn this off. And we're going to expose. We're going to export this All right, so now that we have imported the footage into Final Cut Pro, first thing I do is I go up here and I click on the color wheel. Now I know some people may use curves and other things, but I just personally use the color wheels for now. Well, everything looks good pretty much. I think everything had looked good before I exported. So, but just a tip, like once you import into Final Cut Pro or whatever other program, you may want to adjust your color wheels or your curves before you begin to start adding LUTs or color grading. So after that's done, then I'll go over down here to effects and I'll double click on custom LUT. And mind you, the LUT that I'm getting ready to use is a part of the LUTs that I'm going to tell you about at the end of the video, which you're able to receive and put on your footage. And these are the LUTs that I usually use for the majority of my footage, my Canon Eos M footage, and also all my other videos that I've used on this channel. You can check it out. So the LUT that I'm going to use is a color correcting LUT, so it's a converter LUT. So I'll go down here to log to Rec 709, and since I converted to S-Log3 in MLV app, I'm going to click on Sony S-Log3, and boom. So that's already have like a base correction. It's already looking good. Now, after that's done, I'll go back down here, do another custom LUT, and let's see, we can go through here and see what looks good. So these are some film LUTs. So the LUTs I'm going to tell you about at the end of the video, they have film LUTs, and also they have some LUTs that have similar looks from certain movies, just like let's go down here. So like Aviator, the movie Drive, the movie Her. That's like one of my favorite LUTs. I use it on one of my drone videos when I was in Cali in the island. You go check that out, it's pretty dope. Some LUTs that mimic the Moonrise Kingdom look, Grand Budapest Hotel, Godfather. And mind you, like, I'm not sponsored by this or anything. I'm just grateful that these are free, and they really been of a huge help to me through everything that I've been doing with these videos. So I'm gonna try some film LUTs out. So let's see, professional portrait Kodak. Let's try that out. That looks really nice, really contrasty. Okay. And the cool thing is that you can adjust the intensity. So I'm just going to get about, you know what, I think I might do it like right there. So that's how it looks with it on, with it off, on, off. Now I'll turn it back on, and I'll just add like more LUTs and just change the intensity of it. So mind you, this is my first time doing it on this footage, so I'm just figuring it out as I go. Maybe let's do a movie LUT. Let's try Her out. No, that's too much. Just bring it down a little bit and see how it looks. I kind of like the warmness of it, so I might keep that on about right there. So that's how it looks with it on, with it off, on, off. All right, now let's see, do another one, another custom LUT. Now let me go down here, where was that, look LUTs, and let's see, teal and orange. I kind of like how that looks. I'm not sure how it looks on here, but usually I use that. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's see, just play this out, see how it looks. All right. Mind you, I wasn't trying to do anything cinematic or anything, just do nothing crazy. Just wanted to get some test footage just so I can work with you guys and go through MLV app and put it in here, and then do a basic little color grade, color correction, see how it is. And yeah, like, you don't have to go all crazy. Sometimes I just like playing around with colors and adding LUTs on top of LUTs and adjusting intensity just to experiment with different colors and looks. I added 4 LUTs on here, as you can see. So did Sony S-Log3, I did Sony S-Log3, the Kodak Professional Portrait 400, I did the Her LUT, the teal and the orange, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna show you how it looks before and after, like the little slide and everything. So now the moment that you all been waiting for, how and where can you get these LUTs from? Now what you want to gonna do is go down to the link in my description, and you are going to go to colorgradingcentral.com, Now this is color grading central. Now you want to go scroll down, click on download Luts, and all you have to do is just 3 steps. Like, you go ahead and follow dude on Instagram, you message him the word LUT, and then he'll contact you, and then he'll send you a link to get the LUTs. Also, I have a playlist that includes all of the videos that I've done that's in relation to the Canon Eos M. It's test footage, it's tutorials, everything. So please go ahead and check that out if you like. Once again, I'm Prashnaji Brown. Peace.